I messed them up. So I take responsibility and I take it upon myself to purchase another donor. But the only thing is that these were listed for $770. Well, part 2 of these Nike Air worms. Except this time, we're working with a size 13. This is the biggest size that these Air worms came in. As we know from the last video, these were very limited on release and actually got pulled off of the shelves back in 1996, the same year they came out. So a very few limited amount of people actually got to get their hands on these and keep them as their own personal pairs. Now I want you guys to let me know why you think these were pulled off shelves in the comments. Let me know what you think and we'll have a nice chat down there together, because I've been hearing a lot of different things. I want to hear it from you guys and let's figure it out together. For all my returning viewers, how are you doing? Thank you for coming back. And for all the new viewers, welcome. I hope you enjoy this one. It's going to be a great video with a lot of positive energy, good vibes, a lot of things to learn, look at. I'm growing each and every day. I hope you guys are too. Let's have a great video. Now that all the old crumbled midsole is cleaned off the uppers and outsole, I'm grabbing my X-Acto knife blade to shave off any leftover factory glue. This will ensure I have a clean canvas, so when it's time to apply my own, the bond is actually doing its job. This is a very crucial step. Now it's time to move on to these donors. These are the donors we're going to be using. These were released in 2017, also a size 13, because all the donors we use have to be the same size as the shoes we're swapping them onto. To take these apart, we're going to use the donor separation oven downstairs. All right, so we're downstairs. I apologize for the poor lighting, but I only have that one light right there. But anyways, we're here with the donor separation oven. It is well over the preset heat, but that's okay. We're just gonna throw these right in here, just like that. Toss them right in there, and we're gonna set a timer for about 25 minutes and come back and check on them then. So let's come back and I'll meet you when they're hot and ready to be taken apart. Okay, so now that I've got the donors taken apart, turns out the fitment with the outsoles isn't as seamless as I thought it would be. If you guys watched the last video I did on these, we actually used the donor outsoles and the midsoles. So I kept them together and I only took off the uppers, so I didn't have to worry about the outsole alignment. But with retro pairs and the original pairs, the tooling, the size, the dimensions of each part of the shoe is a little different as time goes on. So I'm experiencing that with these. Now, it's not the worst thing ever. Like, if I do some finessing, which a lot of, restoration, there is a lot of finessing involved, I think I can get these soles on here. However, there's going to be little alignment issues like you can see right there. It doesn't fully come up. Maybe I can press that down, finesse it to make it align more. But then even then, if you look on each side right here, you can see this hangs over and this side hangs over too. that's not even for, if I force one to one side, right, so this is nice and seamless, then this side really sticks over. So there's definitely some alignment issues throughout here, but through my experience in restoration, I feel like if the client really wanted to keep these original soles, I could get them stuck on these and do a pretty good job. But I gave them the option of using the donor outsoles and just repainting them to match the colorway of this sole. I gave him the option, and I'm just waiting on his response. So once I get that, we'll move forward with the restoration. Okay, so shortly after pressing stop on the camera, he messaged me back and said, go ahead, do your thing, use the donor soles. So that's exactly what we're gonna do, and I'm just gonna repaint them all black, keep this part white, so we get the best fitment. Now, here I am. Oh, he just sent me a message. He said, one last question, is there a way to restore the black on the upper, bring back some of its exuberance? I don't know what he said, but yeah, I will clean up the uppers. Yes, sir, 100%. We will take care of the uppers for you. I will apply some mink oil, some suede conditioner to help rejuvenate, revitalize the suede, make it soft, make that color pop. And I'll clean up the white leather too. Any scuffs, scratches, or residue from the restoration will be completely cleaned up. So you're all taken care of. So he's all taken care of. But now, what I wanted to talk with you guys about is, I put these in my donor separation oven. I've had it, for, I want to say, maybe about 3 months now. So I'm not like an expert with it yet, but like I'm pretty comfortable and used to it. And I've used it on a lot of donors before, and it works. With this donor specifically, one of them still lines up fine, right? Keep in mind, these are the shoes that, the original sole that came with this midsole, right? It lines up fine. The heat didn't warp it too much, which it shouldn't even have warped it that much, because I had a timer set. But with this one, it made it like skinnier. I don't know how to describe it, but like it's sinking. See, so this part is supposed to line up right there, but then this front right here, there's a huge gap. So if I go to press this down, it just sinks into the sole. So this is going to be a tricky one. It's going to be a finesse job, but this just goes to show that next time I use the donor separation oven for a pair of these, I need to lower the temperature just a bit, or maybe not leave them in there as long. This doesn't defeat the restoration. It's not over. I'm still going to make it work, but I just made my job a little bit harder. It's okay though, because it's just a learning experience. We're going to prep these midsoles. We're going to prep these soles. I'm going to take them in my Dremel box to do so, using a Dremel bit to clean out all that dried factory glue. Also do a little bit of custom fitment if needed, where needed. And then once we're done with the prep work, we'll go into repainting everything so we can get everything matching the same colorway. And we'll go from there. Now that the midsoles are fully repainted, it's time to turn these white soles black. And looking back, it probably would have been a better move dyeing the soles, but you'll see why that didn't even matter later. And stick around to the end, because I'm showing the client's on-foot review and what he said about the results. So you don't want to miss that, because he had some interesting things to say. We're in the final stretch, glue time. Well, I thought this was the finish line, but I made a big mistake, and I'll explain it in a second. Okay, so fast forward about 2 weeks later. Here we are. About 2 weeks ago, I tried to attempt the reglue of this project of everything you saw, and when I put these donor midsoles in that donor separation oven, it definitely warped them, right? And I was trying to maneuver, finesse, bond down one area where it would make another area bend up, and as you can see, it just, I don't know, it's very bent, right? It's just not straight and how it should be. And the last thing I was going to do was gonna try and force the upper on this midsole that I already knew pretty much was not going to fit. For some reason, I didn't glue this one on, but just, without even gluing it, it aligns better than this one. I'm not sure what happened, but I wasn't going to take the risk. I wasn't going to do that to the client, and that's just not the type of work I do or I would want someone to do for me. So I took it upon myself to search for size 15. Keep in mind, size 15. These are size 15 donors of the Nike Air Indestruct, the 20, I don't know the year release, but I'll pop it up on the screen. Whatever the recent release was, I took it upon myself to go look and search everywhere for another donor that my client had already spent like 2 months searching for a donor himself. He inquired, well before he sent out the shoes. It wasn't just he inquired then sent out the shoes. He was looking for a donor, waiting to send out the shoes. He finally found one, which was the white pair, and sent them out. Turns out, I messed them up, so I take responsibility and I take it upon myself to purchase another donor. And that's exactly what I did. I searched around all of the internet, and there was literally only one size 15 donor available that, by some magical force of the universe, was the exact colorway we needed it to be. So it was already black, the midsoles were already black, the soles are already black, and the Nike check at the bottom was already white. But the only thing is that these were listed for $770. I was like, oh my god, like, am I really gonna have to pay $770? Oh my god. But like, it is what it is, because it was my wrongdoing, I guess, with the donor separation oven, warping these, just guess not paying close enough attention to it, which I wasn't even doing that. It just came out that way, so now I just have to deal with the consequences. And I ended up messaging the seller, literally told him the exact situation, as briefly as I could. He was like, listen, I'll work with you, throw me an offer. I was like, you want to do like $350? And he was like, well, after seller fees and everything, I don't know if I could do that, but how about we meet at $500? I told him, I was like, how about we meet at $400? And he said $450 and you got a deal. I thought about it. Listen, this is literally the only pair there is on the internet. I don't want anyone to get these before me, so I was like, you got it. And here they are, right here. And this is a huge box. Keep in mind, these are size 15, so this is not a regular sized shoebox. This is a massive shoebox. I don't know if you can tell on screen how big it is, but we got the right donors. I am so happy I was able to do this. See the white Nike check. I was like, wait, they don't have the white Nike check? Yes, they do. I'm so happy I was able to do this for the client, so we don't have to use this, whatever I did. Same thing with these. Don't have to worry about those. What we can worry about is this. And shout out to the guy that gave me the discount on these two. He didn't have to. He did seem like he had a nice collection himself, so I mean, he didn't really need the money, but he definitely wanted to make some money off of these. And I just really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because $770 is crazy. $450 is still crazy, but it's okay. We do what we got to do to get it done. Now, I'm not putting these in the donor separation oven. That is not happening. We're just pouring acetone in them. We're going to swirl it around, keep an eye on it while the acetone's in there, and then just slowly push the upper apart and take it out. That way, we're left with the midsole and outsole to glue back onto the upper. I am going to have to do some dremeling, some fitment to make sure this upper fits in here, but with the last video I did, the last pair of Indestruct or Air Worms I worked on, It was a black, I'm pretty sure it was this donor we used. It was an already black donor, so I didn't even have to put those in the donor separation oven. That's why I didn't experience the same problem I did with this donor, the white one, the original one I used. So I know this is going to work out. I'm just really happy. There was a size 50. You don't understand. This was the last one available. I would have been screwed. So let's go ahead and take these apart and finish this restoration. Let's do it. After hours of stress, trial, and error, not knowing if I could even finish this project, these Nike Air worms are officially restored. This one fought back the whole way. Every step felt like it had a chance to go left, but patience and precision carried it through. And now, after everything it took to get here, this is what they look like.
Shout out to Restore Kicks. I just got my 96 Rodman classic Nike Air Worms back. Full midsole replacement. Man, these look incredible.
If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see the first pair I worked on, click here, check out that video, and be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.